Good morning, everyone. I'm Lance Parvin. Welcome to Community Update with Elevate. With me, as always, Beth Schwartz from Elevate Magazine. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
It's been a little while. I'm glad to come visit us in the new year. So tell us, by the way, this is the new February issue of Elevate Magazine. Where can people pick this up again?
It's all the Smiths carry it. We're in Jamba Juice, we're Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, and we're in 1,700 doctors' offices.
Boom.
So hopefully we're in yours.
They're growing each day. So what's new? What's new in the cannabis community? Enlighten us.
Well, so it's an exciting week. The legislature convened on Monday, so they've just started up, and already yesterday, 2 days in, they are fast-tracking adult-use marijuana program.
What? A recreational state? I can't believe it.
Yes.
So what does that mean to the general public?
So this is what it means. Basically, as of July 1st, you should be able to buy marijuana from the medical dispensaries.
Gotcha.
So, but by the end of the year, you'll also be able to buy from recreational dispensaries too. But for the moment, they're going to go ahead and do a fast-track program with the medical dispensaries.
Okay. And as of January 1st, it was actually legal.
It is legal. There was just nowhere to
get it.
Legally purchase it.
Interesting. Well, I think that's great for the community as a whole, because now some people, we have great reciprocity with patients from other states, because they can come in currently and buy from the dispensaries, but now it's kind of opening the doors, and as more and more research is coming out in education, people are saying, well, wait a minute, this is a feasible option that can actually help.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I actually spoke to a doctor last week who feels there's preventative qualities to cannabis, which of course we all agree with, but it's lovely to hear a doctor actually say that.
Yes. Just as an anti-inflammatory, which a lot of disease stems from, people start to see, wait a minute, I'm recovering faster, I'm feeling better, there's not the joint ache, and then obviously the pressure and stuff changes, people are feeling it, even just basic arthritis. A lot of patients have said, wait a minute, why am I just moving better, feeling good, which is great. To have people walk around and actually just feel good each day, it changes the entire mindset. So that's beautiful.
Sure.
I'm happy with that. What else? What else is going on?
Well, so our cover story is really fun because we went out to Pahrump and met with the Pahrump Valley Winery and Green Light Cultivation, and we got them together and did a roundtable and talked about the differences and similarities of growing cannabis and grapes.
Really?
And there's actually many more similarities than there are differences, and it was a really fascinating story, and we have videos also on our website that show the roundtable of the discussion and show the tours of the vineyard and the tour of the grow.
ElevateNV.com to check out those videos.
Exactly.
What an interesting comparison.
Right?
Wine and cannabis.
I was actually, a year ago when I was in Pahrump touring Green Life, as I was getting the tour from Steve Cantwell, he kept talking about, the way he talked about growing cannabis was much like a vintner talks about growing grapes, and the little light bulb went off in my head, and I'm like, oh my goodness, Pahrump Valley Winery is right down the street. Wouldn't it be great if we could put these two together and talk about this? Because they just have such a love for farming and for growing, and so it was just it's really a fascinating story.
And it really is beautiful to see the process with anything, where people just think stuff is thrown together, and I go, wine isn't just I go, that love and that passion that goes into it. The same thing with growing cannabis. When people care, there's an intent behind that, and it comes across in the finished product, and that's what makes stuff stand out. It's amazing. It's not a giant just for the commercialization, but the caring of the finished product.
Right, because Steve's process out there, which is really original, is he uses a living soil to grow his cannabis, which is like clover and whatnot, because he feels like that gives the taste, it does better for the growing and the taste and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was so fascinated that to listen to him talk about the love he puts into these plants. Yeah, it's a great story.
And that's good as more people are starting to research and study how things are grown, to see that someone's actually doing, more organic, natural ways of growing things. It does come across into the finished product, because what you end with, that's what everything is being made from at the end of the day. So that's a good thing. I hear that High Times coming here, that the High Times Cannabis Cup, what's going on?
High Times is going to have their first Cannabis Cup in Nevada. So it's the first time we're having this in Nevada. It's March 4th and 5th.
I'm assuming you guys are going to be there.
Of course, of
You can have
course.
stuff on that website. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff for just, and this is a short month. But that's fantastic. Because normally it's done in California. I know it's been done in Amsterdam a few times, Colorado.
But never Nevada.
Never Nevada. Nevada now. Everything's kind of just happening at the right time. Anything else new that you'd like to tell the audience about?
We do have a great article in the February issue about chocolate.
Tell me more.
The edibles.
Okay.
Chocolate edibles. Valentine's Day, so we thought it'd be fun to do a
like
rundown.
Look at that. You guys are so clever over there. I love it.
Yeah, so we thought we'd do a rundown on all the chocolate bars that you can get in dispensaries to help with your various aches and pains or, conditions and.
What a great way to surprise your Valentine. You're like, is this a Kit Kat? Sure isn't, but that's going to definitely change some things. But I think that's, it's good when people, much like anything, you can have something that actually tastes good. Imagine medicine that actually tastes good.
Exactly.
And people are feeling good. Obviously, watch a dosage on edibles. But
Absolutely.
Again,
that is one thing that I would encourage everyone is to just eat a little square to start and see where it takes you, wait an hour, and then move forward if you want a little more.
Yeah, it's amazing how many stories we hear because people, with dessert, especially people are like, well, this is good. I'm going to keep on eating it. Not understanding digestion normally takes 45 minutes to an hour and a half. So if you're binge eating a cake, you don't know how much is in there. So like Beth said, take a little bit, let it after at least an hour digestion hit before you do too much. Because a lot of people will have bad trips because they eat too much and they go, I could never do cannabis again. But I go, you took too much of it. Much like anything else. Moderation.
Exactly.
Moderation.
Just like your tequila or your drinking or
anything.
anything
Moderation.
else. Yeah,
not doing the whole bottle. Moderation.
Yeah, with edibles we always say go low and go slow.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming by today.
Of course.
I always love this stuff. Again, Elevate Magazine. Pick it up on the locations online. You can find it at elevateenvy.com. I want to thank Beth for coming by as always.
Of course.
And we'll see you next time on Community Update with Elevate.